What is up? It's your boy, Anecdotal, and today we're gonna talk about what it is that you're going to do with your unit selection ticket. So there have been a lot of unit selection tickets coming up around, and there's also been a lot of questions with it, like who do I pick? And the best way to answer that question really is to find out where exactly you are in the game right now. Now, unit ticket selections are things that people get all the time. So, the best way to do it is to do it in order, and that way this video can make sense for as long as it's out. So, right now we just finished the 2.0 update, and you could check the date on when this is released because right now it's relevant, and it should be relevant for the remainder of this game, just because there's always a prerequisite in order to move on to the next solid team or the next meta. So for beginners, if you're just trying to get your team set up, so this right here is the orc meta. This has nothing to do with what you're going to be doing. You're going to want to have, at the very least, 4 to 5 priests. So if you go ahead here and you see that you do not have at least 4 to 5 priests, or a priest here, you guys got to get yourself a priest. If you already have 1 or 2 priests, maybe that's okay, because priests, you don't need as many priests as you do hippogriffs. So you really want to have this 5 times speed. It's great. If not, your speed is gonna look a lot like this. Look at that's turned off. Well, definitely not a lot like this. It's already still kind of fast because I have a whole team of orcs, and they all supplement each other's speed and attack range and attack speed, not just movement speed. So yeah, but still the difference is huge. So you're going to want to have at least 4 or 5 priests. If not, don't worry about it. Get a hippo. Because in the end, you will need 20 hippos. You'll only need about 8 or 9 once you're starting to run a team. But these things are almost impossible to get. And because in the end, you only need 12 priests versus 20 hippos, you might as well just get the hippos instead as a selector. It's also what you're going to use as your support in your team. So you're going to need more hippos than you will priests. And right here, if you are a pay-to-play player, under the buy gems, you will see that you can buy a priest for $1. Can you also, yeah, you can buy a priest, you could buy a dark archer and a fairy. And the things that you can buy are pretty much the things you're really going to need. Now, instead of fairy, I would say that the dark archer is way more important. And if you're wondering what a dark archer looks like, it's this right here, and then when you evolve it, it looks like this. You're only going to need 12 as an early game player. That way, when you go over here to premium, you go to set revival team, you're going to go ahead and just have this whole thing be dark archers. If you're not sure about what to do on your revival book, I have a video on revival books, which you can just check out right after this video, and you'll see why dark archers are so important and why drummers are so important. But drummers for beginners are not really something you have to worry about. Really, you just want to make sure that you can start playing the game and get your core, which will be hippogriffs. You don't need to worry for now about your magical core. Just use Windwalker. It's available in the honor shop. Don't waste a unit selection on something you can get from here if it's there already. Now, after this video, I don't know what units are going to be in the honor shop, so it may be different, but hippogriffs will 100% be necessary. You will always need 20 of them because you will want that hippong pet later in the future that will give you those extra skips later. So no matter what, hippo is a great thing to get. Number 1 choice, hands down. So the 3 things you want as a beginner is going to be the hippogriff right here. Second, I would say will be well, I'll say it's actually dark archer, because in the end you'll need 24 and in the beginning you need 12. And then last but not least, as a very beginner player, you just started playing this game, priests. You'll need at least 4 or 5 priests to be on your team when you first start, and then after you get the priest pet, which is icy, you're going to need a maximum of 12. That's a lot. So you don't really need to worry too much about it, but if you don't have a priest, man, it's going to be hard. You're really going to want one on your team. It'll change everything. So depending on how many priests you have, I'll kind of weigh priests and dark archers somewhere around the same spot. But once you have 4 or 5 priests, don't really go for extra ones unless you're really close to icy, because the dark archer usage on your set revival book team is definitely worth it. Okay, now for the mid game. In the mid game, in my eyes, that means that you're already going to have quite a few pets. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to evolve this. Ready, set, evolve, and I got Korra. Increased gold buff pretty much is all that I care about here. And then some spirit awakening limit break, which is kind of whatever right now because gold is an issue right now. This is not, I cannot max out my units gold because I don't have 7-star artifacts yet, and I don't have 7-star artifacts yet because I just don't have certain pets here to 5-star. It's a grind, guys. It's a grind. I'm already kind of late game. I'll consider myself super late game maybe when I have 7-star artifacts, or maybe when I complete Spirit Highlands. As you can see here, I only have 2 more slots, which is equivalent to 4 more levels. So in another 2 levels, I'll break this line up where it's 25-5, and another 2 25-10. So if you're wondering when it is that you're going to get the next pet slot, it's every 2 levels. All right, so back to mid game. Mid game, you're going to want to have 12 priests, especially if you're close to having this icy pet, because of this skill and how great the skill is. I'm not going to get into it. If you want to know what it is, I made a video devoted solely to why priests are important. I believe it's called Why Priests Matter. It's under a series of videos I have called Why Pets Matter. And then after priests, you will want to have hippos. Now, hippos are really late game. When you start farming this pet, it's totally something you'll want later on, but you'll need 24 of them. So if you don't have 24 of them, I would put this and get it. Next is dark archers. Now, you don't really need the pet yet. You just need to get 12. Believe me, getting dark archers was a struggle for me. It's really difficult. So if you don't have 12 dark archers yet, make sure that your set revival team is just full of dark archers. If it's not, use that unit selection ticket to get dark archers. Make sure to get all 12. Every single one of them counts. They help tremendously. And later on, you're going to need 24, which is the most that you'll need for pretty much anything. It's the same for totem. But no one cares about sorcerers. No one cares about skill pushing. Not going to recommend that at all. At the end, those are, again, the 3 most important things. Priests, if you don't have 12 yet, because you want to be able to take the priests out of your team and replace them with hippogriffs. Of course, if you don't have the hippogriffs to replace them with, to have this team of 12, then maybe get a hippo. And of course, getting dark archers is optimally important for spirit resting because you start off at a higher stage. And the last thing, if you already have all of those things, I would say that you want to limit break spirit rest and break the formula. I also have a video on that. So Blade Master is right here, and then Dark Spirit is right here. So you would want to have 14 of either of them senior, just as long as they add up to 14 of both units combined being senior, and one non-senior, you will limit break spirit rest. That way when you go into spirit rest, the formula will be a lot higher and you will gain a higher amount of medals for your spirit rest. And that's it. That's all you need as a mid-game player, really. But one thing you need to be wary of is when you are in a guild, go to guild buildings and go to your guild shop, and you will want to buy a unit. When you look at the units you can purchase, right now, Dark Spirit is available. So do not waste your unit selection ticket on one that you can get for these green coins. It's too easy to get. If you're in an active guild, these coins will just come to you easily. I waste them pretty much every single day. Not on Dark Spirits because I'm done with Dark Spirits. If you want an Inner Passion, you can go here, get Steampunk. But it's not something that's really high in the priority list right now if you're in the middle game or you're in the beginning of the game. So right here, I buy these all the time. I lose, let's see, 800. I lose 1,000, 1,600 all the time just so I can buy these, which I already have maxed out, so that when I have a pet here that I want to buy for 10 pet fragments, I just get them. So Cleo's not really someone I want, neither is White Tiger. Pretty much I wait for Orc Guardian or Gold Dragon. So that's just a tip right there on the side that you want to be wary of. But for sure, do not waste a unit selection ticket on something that you can buy with currency. So Hippos you cannot buy with any sort of currency because you just need to get lucky on the unit refresh. And right now I'm going to have a unit refresh coming up at 20 seconds, so make sure to look back at that later. Now, if you're in the end game and you have a roster that's something like mine, then the only thing for you to get will be drummers. So where are you, drummers? Drummers. Right here. The only thing for you to do is get drummers so that you can increase your metal buff. And that's about it. That's pretty much all you can do because you can't save it. One thing you can do if you don't want to do that though is instead of using honor coins to buy some of these units, you could use a unit selection ticket. I'm really against that, but at least you get to save some, and that way you can increase an artifact using your honor coins instead of buying them. I'm also not going to suggest that any new player really go hard and get 30 winged knights. It's something that I really want to do and maybe other endgame players want to do, but we should have enough of these coins as endgame players to get 30. I already have 30 of everything here, and that's only because I'm an endgame player and there's just so much to get. And I have 26,000 right now in the bank, just waiting for when I can go ahead and upgrade more artifacts and get 7-star artifacts. Now, the reason for that, even though they're great units, the reason why you shouldn't get them is because you can't farm 3 of them until stage 2315 of Spirit Highlands. Now, like I said, it's every 2 levels. So if you're still somewhere here in the first page, there's no way that you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, right here, you can farm 1 a day. But you need to get it at 5-star to proc its actual skill. So there's no way you'll get there. So what am I at? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, up to 12 more pages. And each one of these is 2. So this is 23, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 stages for each page. There is no way that you're going to go ahead, farm this, get it to 5-star. What's going to happen is it's just going to go to waste. There's no reason for you to have 30 of them at all. Now, what you should do is try to get at least 20 of each so that you can go ahead, click the wrong button there. You can go ahead and max out what you need. Where is it? Oh, here it is. You can max out what you need for friendliness. That's what you should do if you don't at least have 20 of each. The reason to have 30 is to max out the skill and to max out the friendliness later after 5-starring the pet. But even I'm not very close to 5-starring the pet. Where is my cat here? Here, my cat knight, 43 out of 150. I get 4 a day, so it is going to take a while. And the only reason why cat knight is ahead is because you just get this one earlier. Who's the next closest? Mori. So Mori is super far. 2 more, and then I'll be able to upgrade some stuff. But that's really not close at all. As you can see here, I'm 45 pet stuff away. Pet fragments away from more. So there's a difference of exactly 45, which is about 11 days ahead. I'm about 11 days ahead with Cat Knight. So it took me about 11 days to level up 2 or 4 levels so that I could farm this guy. So definitely don't do that. Only get 20 if you want, but that's about it. So once again, just to recap, the 3 most important things to get will be priests, which let's just go to priests right here. In the end, you will need 12 priests so that you can proc its ability later on. Here you go. Here's priests. And then you will want 20 hippos. So definitely decide. Only in early game will priests kind of be more important because you're not going to be moving fast at all. But once you have that 5 times proc, definitely care more for hippos. Here you go. Especially because in the early part of the game, you don't want to waste your time and trans 3 a unit that you will not know is useful. So this is the first unit you're going to T3 if you have that unit selector and you have a unit that you know you're going to use. Now, other than that, if you have these guys, this is all about your team building. For Outland Battle, because the absolute best thing to have for Outland Battle is going to be your Flame Spirit. Valkyrie, the thing you see here, number 1, the first hero you see, is important because you will use them really for versatility reasons. It's the best thing to have for a human in guild raids. It's really great to have for Outland Battle, and it is even good to have in your team as a temporary support unit. So Valkyrie is definitely someone you want to think about, and Flame Sorceress if you want to get further on in Outland Battle. And it is pivotal to get further in Outland Battle because look at all of these pets. All of these pets right here that are 2-star are from Outland Battle, except for some of these Greek pets. And you just get a lot of little bonuses that end up adding up. And of course, when you get them far enough, you'll see that they'll unlock some sort of special ability, and then Outland Battle will really just become cake when you get them all the way up to 5-star. Who's really the closest one to 5-star? Oh, Kobe right here. So my heavy infantry is going to get a whole lot stronger, a whole lot faster than everybody else here, right? Unless I have someone here at 4. Nope. Yep, Kobe's in the lead. Then we got Puppy here for senior infantry. Then we got Pun Pun. Pets of names no one's ever going to remember, really, until they 5-star them. I'll make a video whenever that is that they get 5-starred, and we get to see what these little units that nobody really talks about, like these guys in the bottom, and see how strong they are later on, and not just talk about TLT and their usage there. But that's a video for another time, way ahead in the future. So guys, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like. And of course, if you found this informational, make sure to share it with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and anyone that plays Endless Frontier. And yeah, if you want to see some more Endless Frontier content, make sure to subscribe. I'm your boy Anecdotal, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.